So hello ladies and gentlemen, hello. Today I want to show you on my channel, the Aviator, test with my PIMAX Business Edition 5K with an OLED display with a little dangerous. One of the reasons to get this to rebaking to change my baking for the PIMAX was the blackness. Yes, so it was the basic decision, the blackness, and it has to do that I fly a lot of flight simulators, also simulators in space, whatever exists. And one of them is a little dangerous, and from my childhood on I played a lead on the CPC and on the PC and Amiga, and now on the new David Braben development here on the lead dangerous, and this is a very blackness in the space, and that was the reason that I think to change my baking from the standard PIMAX 8K Plus to the PIMAX 5K Business Edition with OLED display to get a real darkness, a real blackness. And I'm very excited to show you this video and to give you my comments. Yes, so I will just start on solo for this reason. I just want to say you how I feel when I'm in the game and when I look around. So here we are, a wound gateway with my clipper, with my engineered clipper, and we wanna go to a war zone to make a little fun, to make a little fight. But for the moment, just the setup here. What we have now, we have here 100% resolution, so I don't change the supersampling for this reason, and I got also on Steam the standard 100% supersampling, so my resolution is quite very fine, and I can see pixel for pixel. No, this is beautiful. It's like you sit on a very fine graded monitor setup, and the field of view is exciting 170 degree. Yes, and I can sit here and I can see on the left and right side. I just can see the feet of my left seat, of my left-handed seat of the co-pilot. I can see his feet. Yes, and also I can see on the right a part of the right cockpit. So when something comes from the right, I see it just now when I look forward. No? I can recognize it. No? And the blackness is just black. I see nothing on backlight colors, backlight lights or something. It just like it has to be, and it's also the same deep blackness as I'm familiar with the CV1. No? So I have not changed for the blackness. This is just okay. No? I would not say that I needed more blacker. I need just this blackness, and this is just black. And the colors, I feel the colors stronger as in the Oculus CV1. No? Maybe I hear in subjective optic viewing. I don't know if I feel other that it is real, but I feel that the colors are a little more stronger and clearer. And also, and what this was exciting, when you fly and you get a distant sun, sometimes it flickers in your eyes and it causes you the same flickering as when you have a real light that flickers in your eyes, from real life viewing. And this is very exciting. Yeah. Also, we have the same situation in the DCS combat simulator. When you get a sunlight in your cockpit, and some situation it blinds you, yeah? Like in real, not with God rays something crazy, just like in real when you got the sun directly in your eyes, and this is very exciting. This is my first time I feel this, and I'm very happy about this simulation. Yes. For the distortion, for the moment, what I see on distortion. If I look forward, I haven't a distortion. If I look a little left and right with my pupils and don't motion my head, I haven't a distortion. If I now move my head, I can see, I can recognize there is a small possible recognized distortion where the two lenses overlaps each other. Yeah? And this is standard because the lenses are very bright, and so when they overlaps, this is not easy to calculate the change, and so this is just not perfect. But I can say you, I don't matter. I don't should matter at all at this point. Yeah? This is for me not existing because I'm so excited about this broad field of view. Maybe in 10 years or in 5 years, when there's another rift that has a perfect optical situation, maybe then you can say, okay, I don't like this more, I want a new rift. But there exists no more better rifts that is payable for the consumer. Maybe the star rifts, but you can't buy it as customer. So for me, this is no problem. What's with the screen door effect? The next point, the screen door effect. I would say, for the moment, I have no screen door for me. But if I search for it, let me look at. Or maybe on the white plane. If I search, I can see some very fine pixelings. Maybe. No, difficult. Yes, I can see if I look, if I search for it very strong. And yes, on yellow and on orange mapping colors, like here on the login for the Starship port here for the services. Here Sternenhafendienste. You see that you can recognize a little of the SDE. When you move your eyes, your head, when you move your head a little, you can recognize some black pixeling inside, but people, really, I don't matter. Yes, this is just on some situation with yellow or orange colors. And also, when you are outside in the space, sometimes you have a big planet, a big size planet before you because you're on the near, and he has orange color, very monochrome setup. Then you can search for it and you find a little screen door effect here in Elite, but on the other situations I don't matter. Yes, I don't matter. Sorry. Yeah. Maybe you buy this and you say, wow, there's a screen door effect more as the 8K, but people, it has a better screen door effect as my CV1. On my CV1 I had a Warzer effect. So what's the case? I don't understand why I should be sadly for some screen door effect that I don't recognize at all. Yes. So yes, it's not perfect, but what is perfect? Huh? You have some pixeling, and this is the standard resolution pixeling, and this is fine. Like you're sitting on a very fine monitor. It's highly better as my CV1, where I had just many anti-aliasing settings and smearing a not clear pixeling. Yes, this clear pixeling is for me always better for my recognizing and for my coloring as the other anti-aliased changed pictures to get something. Yeah? So okay, let us start now. Let us just start for our flight. One point. Sorry for my right-cutted setup, picture OBS setup. Maybe somebody of you knows how I can change this. I just tried to change the settings, but it wasn't easy for me to find a solution. Maybe I see something. Not. So here we get up a spaceship, and we have a full volumetric feeling. Many of you know this from the CV1 or the Vive. It's not other feeling, but we have a more clear field of view, more broader and clearer field of view. On the edges of the field of view, maybe on the edges there's a little there's no more perfect the resolution, but think of, mostly you will not look with your pupils full in the edges for a long time. Mostly if something comes from the edges, you will turn a little your head or more your head to react. So at all, I feel that I have always a clear picture. No? Okay, let us dug out, because if you don't do this in time, they will shoot you down in the starport. So okay, it was too high. Get a little down. Wow, let's give a little thrust and get the gears up. So here we are. And also the frame set is enough for me. Let me see. If I can get some frames per second. I don't know. Okay, the framing are very clear. You see, this is a middle setup of the graphics in VR. Let me show you. Yes, it's on middle. Yes, so we have good effects. We have a clear picture. We have a dark blackness, like we want to await it. And you see that we have a really clear picture. Ooh. Yeah, I pimped this this clipper up as a great eagle. So very strong. Before there was my Feather Lawns was my great eagle, but it was not fast enough. With this clipper has a maximum speed of 615 at the moment, and also a strong weapon setup and very hardened hull, a boosted hull, and also a upgraded shield system. So okay, let us look for a fight. If something here happens, let me see. What we have here. No, the fight is over. Oh, not. Where was the fight? Here. The Freedom Party fights with the Reprisal Defensive Readiness Initiative. They're more new, the Reprisal Defense Readiness Initiative. They are democratic, and the Allied Freedom Party is a dictatorship political system. So let us go for the war zone of them. So first we're going frame shift. Yeah, so for the moment at all I have no screen door effects or something that I feel. Maybe if you search for it on some, yes, on some same color parts a little, yes, you can see it, but for me no matter. Okay, let search for the fighting places. We have to fly as apart. 2000 light seconds. Oh, there it was. No. Again. Here. Here's the fighting place. Fighting location. Okay. Let us try to get there a fight. Yes, when you look now on the yellow part, you can find the screen door effect when you search for it. If you don't matter, you will not recognize it. You will just read your information, you will just feel the game like it is. As the distortion is for me now not really mattering. Just looking around, don't feel something like a fish A or something. The 60-70% of the picture is clear in the middle. The middle part of the picture is very clear. Sorry for the cutted viewing. You don't see my right side. This is not enough on the screen. Maybe I have to change something in the OBS. I will find it out. Give me some time. So, okay, we go near for the fighting zone. I have an idea. Maybe I know how to change the resolution for the next time. If you have a sure explanation for this, give it me in the comments. Or if you have some wishes that I should show you next time here in Elite or in another simulator that I will fly, please give me a command for this. If you want to see something or you have questions. My motives are two. The one is that I'm personally crazy with simulators and also with gaming in space. So I like to do it in VR. Of course, this is the most immersion way. And the other is that I'm teaching flight training for real flighting, because I have a real flight pilot license and I have some students who like to learn this, and this is a step as preparation for real flight training, and we do it on the last 2 years also on the Rift with fly inside, with FSX and a full mappings of Germany and South Europe and also France mappings. You can fly like in real. Really like in real, with everything, all difficulties, all machine and path oriented techniques. So okay, we are near to the fighting location. It's very dark. I see only blackness. This is comes from the last update with Elite Chapter 4. Black is now really black, and you have to change the guard. You have to change for the night vision. We have some problems beyond the last updates with the fighting zones. Sometimes you don't find fight ships, and also the fighting zones run from your way. They have some bugs inside in Elite. Look this. No, we have the same problem here. It sucks. Okay, sometimes it sucks in the wrong moments. So we go for a mining resourcing field. Everything there is fine, and we can make a fight there. Sorry, it wasn't my fault. It's beyond the last update a little problem with the fighting zones sometimes. So this is one of the next puzzle targets here. A dangerous resource site on the belt of this on this ring of this planet, this asteroid ring. So go for them. This is the next. Let me see. Here, this is the next. Yes. Okay. We go for them for a fight. To kill some pirates. This is exciting, really. You sit here. It was my dream in the CV1 to sit around and not to look around, to sit just and watching everything. You can see everything in your field of view, like in real. That's just it. Yes. So you can fly better. Yes. You can look to another thing and you see on the right side what happens. You can correct your steering. You have not to move to the front to see something to correct your steering. Oh, beautiful. Okay, again, you can search for it, you can find the screen effect, but it no matters me. Yes, I just here inside this ship, this beautiful ship, and I just approaching a asteroid field. Nothing other matters me. Yes, this is beautiful. I'm a little too fast, I think. Maybe I crash on the friendship trail, but that's okay. It's okay. Yo, go out. Wow, that's exciting. So, okay. Here we are. Yeah, and this is the next now. When you drive away from this asteroid, you see it's on the right side. Or when you look to something and you go on the left side and you go more near to the asteroid, if I read now something, what happens last time I was flying, and I was reading something, and I go nearer and nearer to the asteroid, and I see it now. Now I can see the asteroid on the right. I recognize it. If I look forward, I recognize on the right side. Oh, I'm shocked and go away. And this was the last time. Very exciting to see this, to feel this. Oh, we go for a crash. Yeah. Okay, let us search for a legal victim. What's this? It's a cobra. It's looking for trouble. Yes. What we have here in the setup is another sidewinder. This is the best killing option. So let us start the fight. I kill first the two sidewinders because they will attack me all together. This was the first, or the second one, and then I will go for the cobra. This will be a very easy fight. You see, I have two upper turrets. Why I need so long? Wait. Two upper turrets with phasing effects and scramble effects. This was them. And also on down beam laser. Turret. So it's three turrets and one gimbal. And also a down gimbal laser. To have the possibility that I can give another hit. The three turrets make their job and I give them another hit if I want. And so I have an endless ammunition. Also my bats. Oh, he's very hardened. This was not a good idea. I have so 4 lasers altogether, and you see my shields is very strong, very not very strong, very fast rated loading. So I have engineered them for fast loading. Okay, let us. The field of view is so exciting big that you haven't a problem with the clipper to see everything. You don't need the cockpit of the Mamba, and clipper is also the better Mamba. This is the next point for Elite Dangerous here now. The clipper is the better Mamba. Forget Mamba. I tried. You can Mamba use only for as a racing torpedo ship. Yes, everything other is insane. It goes so fast hard. You can use it as a cannon ship, but not as a laser ship. Oh, let us take some materials. Maybe this is a little boring, so I take only the high graded for my next engineering. Come on. nothing worldly. Let's take this. This is the next fight. So you can go on Coriolis.io and you can test it. Make a setup for Mamba and make a setup for Mamba and a setup for Clipper and upgrade it part for part, and you will find out that the Clipper is the better Mamba. Yeah? The Clipper is the better Mamba. Yeah? You can forget, and also you don't need the Mamba cockpit, because we have here a very big size cockpit in the Clipper, and I have to turn my head in VR back to see to stop seeing around. Yes, because my cockpit is my glass cockpit is so big sized. Yeah? On the left and right enough. We are deep inside the starfield. We go deep inside the starfield now, just to give you a volumetric feeling here. It's exciting. This is just exciting. And when you push up your surround sound, it goes to real. It's like in Project Cars 2, when you go in rainy weather and you push up your volumetric sound box around you, you feel that you sit in the car with this Rift, with the PIMAX. Wow. You just see on the left and right when the asteroids run away from you. When you look forward, you see them. Now you see them like in real, till the last moment. Like when you're sitting in your real Cessna. When I fly my real Cessna, when I charter the Cessnas here in Herzogenaurach and I fly with them in real, I have the same optical situation. It's nothing different. And maybe you can get more with 185-degree field of view. Okay, we have only 170, so it cuts me 7 degrees on every side from my real viewing. But the upgrade is so valuable. This is so exciting field of view, that a bigger field of view. Now I can look at everything. 3 minus at the same moment. I can see them only to changing my pupils till now. Look, I can see him, and another one, him. These 2 others. Only looking forward. This is insane. Now I see all of the asteroid field and the planet with one look. You see also the right side. You don't see it on the picture now. I have to change something in OBS, but you see also the right side. Okay, I will make cut now this video, and I will try to fix the viewing size in OBS, because this is not good for you. I have to change something to find out how this works. But I hope you get for the moment an idea how it feels to play Elite with a new PIMAX OLED display. As I can say you, it's only an upgrade from CB1. It has a better resolution, it has a brighter field of view, it has SD, you can recognize it when you look for it, yes. Just now in the black, in the blue nebula, I can see the screen door effect, but real people, it don't matter to me. And also on a monitor you see like a screen door effect mostly times because of the pixeling, so it don't really matter to me. I'm happy to have this Rift. The colors are strong. Here on the Halloween head is like when you see it on a monitor, very strong, very clear, and you can see also very far, without having the feeling that it's not clear. Okay. So okay. This is for the moment. I make another video for Elite with some setups, but I think I will go next again to the DCS because I find out how to get more frames per second with a trick, and I will explain you the trick for your PIMAX setup. to make it playable and worthy. And yes, this was for the moment. Thank you very for watching. Wish you a good time. Yeah. Have a good time and thank you. Till next time.